Boy, have I missed doing these lives. All right, I have been in Glen Rose, Texas at a world championship in extreme cowboy racing. I went on my mule. I ended up placing 7th. And man, I have so many new people that are following me now, and they're not going to realize that I don't just post competitions on my mule. Like that's few and far in between. All right, so today, every day of the week, I go live and I do a different topic. So today is positive body image. Okay, and then I talk to people about things going on in my life or things that I've thought about that deal with that topic. So today's positive body image. Okay, so I posted all of my, that competition I went to, they had 2 different rounds, and then the top 10 got to come back for finals. So if you were rocking and rolling, you got to do all 3 rounds. So I was able to do all 3 rounds, and I posted videos. Well, I'm a plus size cowgirl, right? And I am on a mule. Well, mules are built like ants because they're strong, okay? So anyways, but a lot of people wanted to say something, and I don't have a problem I don't have a problem with people's words. Typically they just like go right on, okay? And I block them and I delete them unless somebody has like an actual question or something, you know. So if they're being nasty though, I'm just like, bro, I ain't got time for you. So, I wanted to talk to you about one word, and it did not hurt my feelings, but it was one that I was just like, what an odd thing to say. And it was just one word. And they said, embarrassing. Okay. And I was just like, why would somebody say embarrassing on my video? I always thought embarrassing would be something that's internalized by that person, right? Like if anything was embarrassing, it should be me being embarrassed instead of someone saying that about me, right? So now if you have if you're not Miss America, which Miss America, I'm sure she's got body image issues also, but the word embarrassing would hurt a lot of people. But I'm just like, So I looked it up just to be like the actual definition of embarrassing, and it says, it gave some similarities, right? And some synonyms, and it said shame, humiliating, mortifying. And I was once again like, well, shouldn't that come from the person? Like, shouldn't I feel the shame instead of someone saying that? I don't know. It felt like their person, like there's first person, second person, third person. It seems like those were out of line on that. And I was just like, shame. Okay, so let me look that up, right? So I pulled it up, and it says, in the second sentence here, I'll bring you closer and let you look at it. But it says, here, let me turn it around. Boom, boom. Research suggests that shame often arises from a sense of scrutiny or ridicule from people who are more powerful than them. So I'm like, no, what a weird thing for someone to say is embarrassing. So if you, I have all sorts of people say all sorts of things to me, right? But if you ever feel embarrassed and like you should be ashamed of yourself, you shouldn't be, because it would mean that it arises from a sense of ridicule from people that are more powerful than you. Well, the only way somebody's more powerful than you is if you give them that power. So I don't give people the power over me Because if I, whenever I see somebody, most of the time, here, I'm going to put you back in my little stand. Most of the time, whenever people say something about me, a lot of times they'll call my mule a horse, okay? Or they will, there'll be problems with grammar. Or the fact that somebody would take the opportunity to make a jab, I don't feel like they have power over me. I feel like they are beneath me, because I don't hang out with people that would take cheap jabs. I don't hang out with people that are gonna, if you're gonna make fun of somebody, you better have correct grammar. So shame is the same thing as embarrassment. So don't feel shame. I don't feel shame about the body that I am in. I just feel like I'm a book, right? Here, let me pull over here like a book. Like, the body that I'm in right now is just like a page. It's just a page. And I have all these other pages, right? So like, I'm not going to feel shame. I'm just going to be like, this is where I am today. Doesn't mean that this is where I'm going to be in the future, right? So I don't know, just that one word, whenever somebody was like embarrassing, and I was like, I think, what a weird thing. I don't know, it just made me think. So don't give up your power to people to feel shame about who you are, what you are, okay? Love yourself, hon. So that's my positive body image talk for today. I'm going to look over here. I'm always smiling. Well, you know what? I am always smiling because I'm coming back from Texas. I was so happy to be home and unpacking everything. I thought it would take 45 minutes to unpack. I did a video this morning. It took me 3 hours. I had to stop in red light because my back is killing me a little bit. Oh my gosh. Something that wasn't in those videos of me competing was on finals. They had us jumping something that was pretty tall. And so I jumped a barrel, right? But I laid it on its side to jump it. Well, then one of the other competitors had a zebra hide because they had put some hair and hide on the jumps. And I'm like, oh my gosh, hopefully my mule doesn't balk, right? And say, I ain't doing that, girl, you crazy. Anyways, well, my mule jumped whenever we were practicing. We jumped that barrel with a zebra hide on it like a freaking deer. And oh my God, my back is killing me today. I got a big old bruise on my inner thigh. And like my hand hurts from like trying to scramble to stay on. And anyways, I did not post a video of that because like he jumped it and then popped up his butt at the end, and it kind of like, I cannot believe I didn't hit the ground. And I could see, at my deathbed, how did she die? Well, she was jumping a garbage can with a zebra hide on it, right? That's about what happened. So, if I'm going to go out, I guess I need to go out jumping a zebra hide. All right. Well, there's your positive body image. Tomorrow is holistic health. And oh my gosh, I've been stacking a bunch of my things I do for holistic health. I came back like kind of down and I'm feeling better. And actually, I'm going to get off here and I'm going to go get into my sauna for a little bit before I have some meetings before noon. And I will see y'all then. But yeah, don't feel embarrassed by your body size, and don't feel shame. Shame comes from whenever you are being ridiculed by somebody that has more power than you. So just don't give them the power. Y'all have a good day, and remember, you're awesome. See you next time.